In 2020, people across the UK scrambled to make the most of their green spaces. As well as COVID, a green fever had taken hold. Gardening is not an individual venture, even for those who live alone. The gardener has friends in low places. The common woodlouse is found in gardens across Britain. They are a frequent sight, and their favoured place is under a damp plant pot. Woodlice are a type of animal known as an isopod, which crawled out of the sea millions of years ago. Despite moving onto land, they still have gills, which need to be kept moist. As a result, they like to live in cold, damp places. Woodlice are detritivores, animals that eat parts of dead plants like wood and leaves. If left uneaten, all the nutrients from these plants may never make their way back into the soil. As a result, growing plants will starve and die. Luckily, woodlice have a bacteria in their gut that are efficient at breaking down dead plant cells. The nutrients is then available through woodlouse manure, feeding the soil and allowing plants to grow. Woodlice aren't the gardener's only small helpers. The common earthworm is also an important member of the garden community. Both gardeners and birds are interested in worms, but for very different reasons. A blackbird, a specialist worm eater. The blackbird can capture one worm every minute. A lucky escape. As well as providing food for birds, the worm also helps to feed the soil. Earthworms help to improve soil structure. Their tunnels make space within the soil, through which oxygen and water can flow. This stops gardens from becoming waterlogged. Worms create nutrient-rich soil by dragging leaves beneath the ground and eating them. Their manure, like the woodlouse's, helps to fertilise the soil and help plants to grow. Food waste is thrown into the bin every day. The contents of these bins are then sent to landfill sites, starving the soil of much needed nutrients. But luckily, people are waking up to the importance of our tiny helpers. Worm farms, or wormeries, are one way in which gardeners are using these animals. The colony of worms that live within this compost bin help to speed up the decomposing process, providing a convenient place to dump food waste that would normally go to landfill. This ensures that the nutrients continues to feed the soil. After the food has been left for a few weeks, it will have turned to compost. It can now be used to plant seedlings. Ensuring that the cycle is complete and no more nutrients is lost to our world with the help of our friends in low places.